How was that, Wayne?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good day at the office.
Oh, they brought you up. Wow. That's been a big game.
Dawn of the
You
Dolphins.
had to come out of Sydney.
Unbelievable defensive performance today, Wayne. And I mean, you build a lot of teams off that, and you expect that. But in the moment, sometimes it can go astray. They were very good today.
Yeah, well, I got no beef with anything they did today. I was pretty proud of everything they did. It was a tough game of footy, and they competed from go to away.
It's a great way to honour the spirit of Arthur too, Wayne. I mean, that was pretty special. I know you said before the game that was big.
Yeah, it was special for a lot of reasons today. Certainly him and the club. You know, the chance they took about being in the NRL and having 30,000+ people here today. It's just a great occasion. There's so many winners today, but the biggest winner today is the game. That's the biggest winner today.
Wayne, how important is your performance for Forsyth and finishing?
Well, I think that was a turning point in the game personally. Is when about 12 minutes out from half time there, we made a couple of crucial hits there. They were dead set. You know. They lost the ball. They thought they were going places, and all of a sudden we were down on their try line, and I didn't think they recovered from that actually. Yeah, so it was a pretty influential performance by him, and he got the Arthur Beetson medal. I'm sure he's very proud of himself.
You were coaching in '88 when they beat Man.
88. Who remembers that?
We all do, Wayne. How does this compare?
Yeah, of course it compares. I mean, you know, the Broncos were game one, the Dolphins are game one. We played Manly that day. You know, no one gave us a chance. No one gave us a chance here much today. Yeah, it's terribly significant. I mean, one of the most difficult things is to get that first win, because it just settles everything down. And so a loss here today would have put us under a hell of a lot more pressure, and a loss back 36 years ago would have done exactly the same to the Broncos. So it was important, and the way we played was important today, and the Broncos showed a great spirit that day, and those players and these players did today. So,
is that the standard, Wayne, for the Dolphins now? Is that where you build this club from?
Are you still looking for me?
You're here.
Hey?
You're here.
Well, I went to Cairns. You were looking for me.
I texted you.
Well, I'm not sure I want to answer your question, mate, because you haven't had the decency to ring me about it. So.
Oh, God.
Wayne,
well, you made me a headline over it, but, you know, because
I did ask you where you were.
Yeah, well, no, because you
club.
didn't bother to ask me where I was, and you went on your little trip and had your say. Well, you know, you can't just give it, mate, and not take it.
Isaiah Katala, it was a pretty unbelievable performance for a debutant after making that error that caused the try, then to bounce back and show some calmness.
Yeah, I didn't think it was special. I didn't think he just did his job, and he's got a lot more in him yet, a lot more upside yet. So.
Was it a case of experienced heads leading some young nerves around the park in that first half, do you think?
Yeah, well, that's what we bought Kenny and his brother and Kafus for, because I knew what they bought, and we all saw that there today, and that's what we'll build the foundations on. We can't build the foundations on young men that don't have a lot of football behind them. It just doesn't work that way. And yeah, they're our foundations, and they proved that today.
Jesse, I mean, you've been part of some amazing sides, you know, at Melbourne. I mean, this is only the beginning, but today must be special for you in your rugby league career, you know, to make the jump, to have this first win.
Yeah, certainly. It's definitely special for different reasons, you know. Before the game, you know, just talking to some of the, you know, the chairman and some of the staff around the place, man, and they're just what it meant to them, and to go out and perform the way we performed, and you know, really make some of them proud, and you know, grown men with tears in their eyes. It was pretty special. I put it right up there.
Did you get a sense Felice was going to have a game like that? You played a lot of football with him. He was a man inspired today. But what was it like out there with him? What did you notice that you thought, well, this is his day?
I didn't get a sense really, but you know, he's been really good for the club. He's really come up here and taken that leadership role up here. In Melbourne, he was a bit more quiet. You know, up here he's really come out of his shell, and he's really enjoying himself and really getting around the boys. So I think he might be in for a bit of a big year. You know, he's been really aggressive at training and really leading the way. So you know, that's a really good standard for him. He's really leading the way. We've got some really good back rowers, and you know, they really look up to him. So he really set the tone tonight.
What about the crowd today? Brisbane has 2 tickets now.
Yeah, they're awesome. They really, really turned up in numbers today, and it was a really big week, really emotional week for the club, and today was a really big day, and they really, really made the atmosphere for a big day, and it's really good.
I think the Broncos had 15,000 a day that we played our first game all those years ago, so 30,000 plus here today, and it was a great atmosphere. It was a great atmosphere that day as well, but today was pretty special, just to see all the colours, and they even had the grandstand seats, our colours, red and gold. So it was very, very, very good day.
Jesse, you learn a team song.
Yeah, you've got one there.
How'd it go?
Well, it's an interesting
Oh.
story. I don't want to cut it to Jesse, but he mightn't tell the whole story. But we went away on a pre-season camp for 3 or 4 days, and I said to him, we haven't got a team song. Need you to work on it. And a couple of hours later, the senior players, led by these guys, Kafus and him and brother, and had a great song. And we've sung it, about 10 or 12 times now, different things we've done. And it's a tremendous theme song. It's a real credit to them. It's theirs, and they own it. And so we had one today, and we sung it. Yeah, it's great.
Move on to Canberra. Big challenge back at a sell-out at Cardiff.
Can we just enjoy today?
You can.
Thank you.
Wayne, speaking of today, you were playing for the Arthur Beetson Legacy Medal. How much did you utilise and tap into that with the players during the week?
Well, as Jesse just said, it was such an emotional day for a whole lot of reasons. It was just a part of the day, that added to the emotion. And we talked about it, we addressed it, and I was just pleased the way they handled all that, because there was a lot of pressure on it there today. Before the game even started, just knowing the crowd, the expectation, all the stuff that was being said and what wasn't being said, and Arthur's memory as well, and all that. So it'll be a great tradition, and carries a lot of emotion every time we play. So the Roosters.
Wayne, just given the fact you didn't have a very long pre-season earlier, you've seen a lot of footy. The brutality of your team's defence today, physically, were you expecting them to be that good that soon?
Look, you come to this game when you don't know your players all that well, compared to when you've spent years with them, and you're not sure what you're going to get or what's going to happen, and how quickly they'll gel. But I got to say, I got a pretty good sense this week. We nailed some training sessions we had to nail, and each one got better. And they arrived here today with a lot of confidence about what they had to do, and I think they just built on that.
Jeremy Marshall King, very good at 9.
He was very good. There was
Yeah.
a lot of good players out there today, but he was very good. Yeah, he was very good.